Good morning! Hello, chat! Hello. I am your navigator, Maxi. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Alright. Fellas, we're alive. It's a Monday. How did this happen? It's been forever since we had a Monday where I actually streamed. It's incredible. Oh my god, the stream deck is working? Okay, that's one thing. Question. Is Mix It Up working? Did you get sleep? I got sleep. I slept. Imagine streaming on a Monday. It could never be me. Alright, so now I have a question, my good friend. Okay. Chat? There we go, okay. Hello? There we go, okay. Hi, Siska. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow, chat is now working. Let's go. I really have to look up how to Mix It Up work. Thankfully, something may or may not be coming up in December that will give me a chance to rework my entire stream. I wonder what that is. Oh no. I wonder what that could mean. Hello, friendos. Hi, Dale. Hi, Dallas. Hi, Cheapies. Hey, Siskers. Welcome. Mix It Up is the OBS alternative? No. Mix It Up is a chatbot that has a bunch of abilities to, basically it does all the things that Nightbot, Stream Elements, and Ghost Chat do, but it's all offline, open source. So I have to like remake everything from scratch. And I haven't really like looked into how it super works. Ronnie recommended it, and it's also something that I want to do for a little something else I'm doing in December, so, you know. There's an OBS alternative? That's crazy. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. OBS is good enough for me. I have so many things I have to learn before December. Speaking of things that are going on, holy crap, it's already 11 a.m. in sunny California. Let's dive right in. At the count of 3, 2, 1. I don't have that button yet. Boop. Hello, everyone. It's me, Maxi. How y'all doing today?
Welcome back.
Hey, boy.
Whoever you are, welcome to the show.
All right, I'm your host, I'm Kirin. Am I gonna put on spooky music? I feel like it's like fitting for this. Nah, let's just do Lo-Fi Leah. Hopefully that's good enough. Alright, fellas. Welcome! I am your navigator speaking. The name is Maxi. Pronouns are they, them. I am a independent author, silly person, artist, streamer, VTuber, person of many talents, and many lovely friends.
Dude, that's gay.
So as I mentioned on the thumbnail, first off, let's talk about the schedule for the week, by the way. Can you imagine what's happening? Also, is the on-screen chat working? Mix It Up. Now, I don't think it's Mix It Up's fault, because I haven't looked up a tutorial. I just kind of figured I would just, like, play it by ear. Turns out, don't play it by ear. That's a bad idea. So it's not entirely its fault. Can you see this? Will this message get through? Okay, so chat is now working. Perfect. And emotes are working. Emoji at least. What if I typed Jonathan? I have to figure out a way to make it so emotes animate again. They haven't animated in forever, and I don't know why that's the case. BTTV emotes don't work either. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. What about my channel emotes? Do those work? By the way, they're gonna be updated, by the way, in case you're wondering. Man, I miss the days when Jonathan would spin. I miss those days. Those were the days. Okay, wow, that's a lot of emotes. That's a lot of emotes. All right. So as you can imagine from the schedule you're seeing over here, we're gonna be spending the entire week, except for Friday, working on releasing my next book, Memory Leak, a psychological horror novel about an indie group of game developers. Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, in fact, those are the days of the week up until before Friday. Get excited. Today we're gonna be applying the notes that Kitty, my lovely editor, gave me. We met on Saturday. We had a big work meeting where we went over every note, and I have to say this book is in really, really good shape. I'm kind of shook by how well the book looks, I'm not gonna lie. So we're probably gonna do that. How was D&D? So I did Friday D&D. That was fun. That was good. Then I did Sunday D&D with Siska. That was also very good. When Antier posts the VOD, I will link it in chat. All right. So yeah, you know, and what am I doing? So on Thursday, I'm gonna release the book. We're gonna literally press the button live on stream. I'll probably gonna be working until like, I think I can get it out like in the middle of the stream. So what happens after that? Partying. I'm gonna invite the mods so we can come and chat and play games. That's on Thursday, and on Friday, honestly. So here's the deal. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm opening myself up. I want to release things again. It's been so long since I released anything. I want to get back to releasing things and releasing a lot of things. So I'm giving myself the challenge of releasing a thing every single month. Why? Because I'm crazy. That's why I'm crazy. So I want to. I have worked a lot on Tokimeki. And I'm going to be reworking it. It won't be the same game. I want you all to just be clear about that. I haven't done the. Maxi, you promised you would do a big write-up explaining what you're gonna do with Tokimeki. Yeah, I haven't had time. I've been busy, okay? I've been busy. I can assure you, I haven't forgotten. I assure you. You think I forgot? I didn't forget. It's up and it's up. I'm tapping my. I'm gonna tap the microphone so you can imagine. It's me. It's up here. It's up here in my goddamn head, okay? I'm thinking about it. You're thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. Anyways. So, that being said, Kitty told me, Maxi, you can't show up on the 1st of November and be like, hello everyone, let's work on Tokimeki. Whatever I'm calling it. Maxi, you're gonna be tired and burnt out. You should have a day that is just a chill stream. And I'm like, no. And then my wife smacked me across the face. And then I'm like, now that you mention it, maybe I'll just play Mahjong with the gang. So, by the way, mods are invited to come and play Mahjong. I might even open it to, if chatters want to Zhong. It depends. I'm gonna double ask mods to see who can show up, and if we're missing a player, I think I would rather have like a member of the community rather than a bot. But that's just the thought. Every 2 months seems a bit less burnouty, if I'm honest, but you can get prototypes out at least. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Again, like, the thing you gotta keep in mind is that I don't mean releasing a novel every month. You know, we can have, I can, what I'm already thinking about is that I could spend 1 month writing a novel, and then I edit it and do the rest of the shenanigans on the 2nd month. But while I'm writing the novel in the 1st month, I make like a 1-page left style, you know, 1-page RPG kind of thing. I have ideas for those, by the way. I got a lot of ideas for those. So, you know, I can release something. I want to release something, rather than literally what happened this year. Now, my wife would be very kind to point out that this year was kind of fucked up. This year's been kind of a disaster for me and Kirin. A lot of things changing, a lot of things happening. But you know what? We're keeping our chin up, and we're fighting, and we're gonna keep going. Why? Because that's what you do! That's what you do when you're a crazy little bitch like us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Max, you said a crazy little bitch. Shouldn't it be crazy little bitches? No, my wife and I are the same person. We have coalesced into one entity. That's me. That's me. I point at the mirror at my wife and I merging together, like combining two Digimon into one bigger Digimon. Maxi, are you saying that you and Kitty are Omnimon? It's true. Now, Kitty absolutely has the Digivice of Heart. Clearly, Kitty is War Greymon, and I'm Metal Garurumon. I've always been the edger out of the two of us. Anyways, this is a joke for literally nobody. So, guess what, fellas? So, what's the plan for today? Let me actually show you. Oh my god, let's go. Hell yeah. It's true, Dale. Also, by the way, shoutouts to Dale for joining the Discord, by the way. I love that I get to see, because I haven't been on Twitter in forever, but I get to see Dale's Itashas now, which I love. Now, let me clear my throat, and then I'm gonna explain to you what this page is. Alright, so, if you're watching the VOD, and you don't know what the hell's going on, hi there. This is Creative Hours. This is a stream, a work alongside me, enjoy creative vibes stream with me, and I'm going to be working on my book. Yeah, the Saints No Itasha went hard, it's true. I did also see the Daihatsu. It's me. I have a big Hatsu. Heart, by the way. And I knew it was supposed to be hard because I could just tell from the spelling that it was in katakana, but nonetheless. So this here, here's a list of all the tasks that are left in the book, okay? 3 categories: book and files, make the art, the store, and the website. So the one we're gonna work on is this big boy right here. I'm gonna make him big so we appreciate the size and magnitude of this task. Apply the gosh doodly darn edits. Oh look, I have it right here. So over here on this side, by the way, get your snapshot ready. There we go. That's the whole book right there. That's the entirety of the book. It exists right here. Maxi, did you have to do the noises that the goons in the original Power Rangers live action show made? Of course I did. Hi, Irina.
Welcome back.
How you doing? Maybe I will. Putties. Maxi out there gooning. Excuse me? Thank you, Siska. Thank you, Siska. I want to add to this quote, apropos of nothing, but I mean, I did. Why I keep hearing gooning? Oh, they're called putties. Thank you. Of course, Irina would know. Irina would know. Irina would know. Irina and I, we share a bond like that, okay? I can't believe I thought the blue Power Ranger was cool. I should have really just leaned in and been like, no, the pink Power Ranger's the best. Oh yeah, yes they did. Dallas says, did they dub the Power Rangers in Mexico? Absolutely. You know it. You freaking know it. I remember, okay. We're gonna get to work, by the way. I remember my parents taking me and my brother out to see the Power Rangers movie. And I vividly remember seeing a very young Johnny Young Bosch as the Black Power Ranger. Of course, he would later become a voice actor and become the voice of Vash the Stampede, amongst many other anime classics. But it's just really funny seeing him as a super baby in that movie. The movie also opens with them jumping out of an airplane, which is pretty dope. I keep wanting to rewatch that movie with Kitty. That is true. You know, the Yellow Power Ranger was pretty dope too, honestly. Honestly. These are things that are true. Hi, Hans.
Welcome back.
Trigon is good. Original Trigon is good. Alright, fellas. So what's the plan for today? Oh my god. So, you can't see them because they're being covered by chat, but over here on this side, my wife wrote notes. AKA, my wife is my editor, by the way. Now you may be thinking, Maxi, isn't it biased to have the love of your life be your editor? You misunderstand. Kitty was my editor before we got married, before we dated. And I really appreciated Kitty's feedback. That's, I mean, I gravitated towards Kitty because Kitty understands what I'm trying to do with these books. And Kitty understands my vision, and Kitty is not afraid to point out when I mess up. I really appreciate Kitty's feedback. Again, I want you to clarify. I say this on every single freaking post, but here we go again, okay? Maxi, why do you write books, Maxi? I write my books for me. Because I want to experience new and exciting things, and books allow me to do that. I write my books for me. I edit them because I want my wife to read them, and I want to wow my wife with my writing. My wife is my first reader, my first fan, and to be entirely honest, if I was a piece of crap person, I would probably stop there. I enjoyed it, my wife enjoyed the book. Who else needs to read it? But because I'm not a bumhole, I release my books for you, so everyone else can read them. So get excited. We have a big editing session ahead of us, and after this, what's gonna happen? We have 3 days to get as much work done, including the cover, the assets for the itch.io page, the coffee page, my website. We release it on Thursday, on the 31st, just under the deadline. And on Friday, I'm gonna just chill. And then the Monday after that, the first week of November, guess what, baby? Back to being creative, back to working on Tokimeki, back to making a completely new and different and weird tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's the plan. We'll figure out what happens afterwards when we get there. So let's just go through the notes, okay? First note in the book is in episode 1, Cold Open. Friday is for jogging out. It's so true, Chippy. By the way, you know what, Chippy? You don't want to mess with me, Chippy, okay? You're like, oh, I'm gonna play Mahjong with Maxi and it's gonna be fine. Dude, I'm in my comeback era. You seen this, by the way? I'm in my comeback era, okay? I was having a bad time, and look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Second place, second place, second place, second place, first place. Yeah. In a game with 4 players, getting positive points 5 games in a row is pretty good. I like the luck in the graph. Oh, the luck in the graph, don't even talk to me about it. If you mouse over these to tell you what the stats do, luck is the amount of bonus styles I've gotten in the last 100 games. Now, Siska says, I need to catch up on sleep. Have fun, everyone. Be nice to Maxi. Good night, Siska. Take care, friendo. Love you. Anyways, I'll kick your ass. Also, Maxi, you've been playing as the guy you don't like. Yeah, I pulled him. I might as well use him. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. So yesterday, when I was playing D&D with Siska, we had a good time and nothing weird happened. We definitely didn't have a big boss fight against a big robot man where one player died and was literally like bleeding out while our mage was 85 feet away. Which I realized happens to be the length of 3 London buses back to back to back. So I would like to quote Xiomara, by the way. I'm right behind you, Xiomara, 85 feet away. 85 feet. It's also twice the height of a Brachiosaurus, by the way. That's a bid right there, entirely for Gospel. Is Gospel watching? I don't know. Hey, Gospel, I hope you're doing good. Love I love the Stindy that you got, by the way, from one of your characters. That's lovely. Anyways, yeah. There was also this other meme happened, but I'm not gonna explain this meme. I'm just gonna let you just attempt to understand through osmosis what this meme is. Anyways, is there any other stupid shit that I made? No, I don't think so. All right, and with that, fellas, we really are done here. All right, So, the first note in the book, it is in the opening of the episode 1. He's a man of contradictions. He's dressed in a tuxedo. Kitty pointed out that a tuxedo might be too formal for the Game Awards, maybe a suit instead, and I agreed. So he's dressed in the finest of suits. And yet he wears Converse sneakers. Done. That's one done.
Bingo!
Done. Next note. So I do want to clarify, by the way, Maxi, is that literally the only note in the first, like, 3 pages of the book? So I trust my editor. So Kitty will usually fix things. If there's like, if a comma's missing, if there's a comma that shouldn't be there, if I added a semicolon again, because I don't know how they work, Kitty will just fix that. Kitty's like, if it takes 2 seconds, I'm just gonna fix it. If there's a thing that Kitty's not sure about, Kitty will make a note, and that's where I have to come in and make sure things make sense. So there's a bit of odd wording. I'm happy that originally I wasn't gonna sit down with Kitty. What's Kitty's opinion on the Oxford comma? Back when we hung out in college, in a writing group, comma, Kitty was known as the comma queen, because Kitty knew how to do commas better than everyone else. Kitty very much respects the Oxford comma. And honestly, I do too. What breaks my heart is that it doesn't exist in Spanish, which can lead to a bunch of confusing stuff. I just wish Spanish had the Oxford comma, but whatever, it's fine. Your nose is almost touching the screen. You listen for a sound that doesn't exist. You savor the silence. The clapping that would normally follow such a thunderous reveal is nowhere to be found. The shock is palpable. A murder has just occurred on live TV. Okay, so there's a line in this that reads, "The corpse is silent," and Kitty found it to be a little bit odd, and I want it to be odd. I want to liken the shock that happens in this moment in the scene to that of a body being found. To really, there's a bunch of thematic stuff happening here. I'm not gonna explain all of it because this is not a Max explains the lore of the book. But nonetheless, we agreed. I didn't want to cut this line out, but Kitty agreed. Put it afterwards, and I'm like, you know what? I like that. I like that. So, a murder has just happened. The shock is palpable. The corpse is silent. That's how we're gonna rewrite this line. A murder just occurred on live TV. The shock is palpable. The corpse is silent. I like it. It's the idea that, like, the fact that they would give Game of the Year to Starling Games' King Lear, as opposed to giving it to the new Zelda, is, like, you know, essentially murder in the games industry. So once again, a murder is occurring on live TV. The shock is palpable. The corpse is silent. The camera changes focus. Perfect. That's it. Moving on. What's the next one? Okay. So Kitty made a really good point. When Adrian is introduced in his opening chapter, I write his whole name out. And I realized that I didn't do that for Evangeline. And I might not have done it for Casey. So we're gonna take a second. We're gonna double check. How long does it take for me to say Evangeline Sylvia? It is all the way until... It is not until episode 4 out of 6 that I say her full name. So you know what? We're gonna go back to episode 1, act 1, scene 3. And we're gonna just straight up say her name is Evangeline Sylvia. There you go. Just to double check. And I have to, I'm gonna check when I say Casey Baker, by the way. When do I say Casey Baker? So I realize, is Cassandra on? Okay, so she calls herself Cassandra. That's good. Okay, so I want to find. It's gonna be the scene where she gets off of the car. There you go. There you go. A lost soul named Casey Baker. There you go. But Dune, done. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. By the way, I didn't put a timer on, and guess what? We're gonna do that right now. Boom. 25 minutes on the clock. Get set. Go. All right. So, a little lost soul named Casey Baker stood on the sidewalk, staring at one certain Victorian-style house. Almost most of the houses looked the same. Although most of the houses looked the same, this one was different. For better and for worse, it had something that made it stand out from the rest. It looked like a mess. So, Kitty had a note here. This is one of those classic, like, English is a fucking messed up language. So, I have the line, the young woman stepped off her ride. I envision Casey just getting off of an Uber or something, right? And Kitty's saying, is it a bike? And I'm like, no, it's like a car. And Kitty's like, well, that would be she got out of her ride. Which, I get it. The young woman stepped out of her ride. Let's just take that L. Dale getting an evergreen quote, by the way. Classic cheapy quote. Alright, so we took care of two things at once. Let me just double check there was nothing else before that. Okay, yeah, we have to go back to episode 1. I got a little ahead of myself, but that's because I remember those two notes right there. Let me double check, just because I'm not sure. When do I mention Starling? Adrian Starling. It is mentioned literally page 1 when they're waking up. Perfect. Perfect. Next one is still episode 1, act 2, scene 1. Alright, so Kitty also, incredibly good. My wife pointed out all the times that I, mentioned that Nana had a face, which is something that I have to fix. Nana rested her elbows on the table and returned Adrian's smile with one just as bright. Yeah, so you know what? How about we just don't mention this? I have an idea for you. How about we just don't mention that? Without saying a word, Nana pulled up the chair next to Adrian and sat down. She rested her elbows on the table, looking like, looking like a little sister, wanting to play along. Her big brothers, wanted to play along with her big brother. There you go. Oh, there you go. Ah, there, perfect. Another great line figured out. Alright, so what's next? What's next in the book? Alright. Nothing else for episode 1? Okay, there's one more. Okay, so, Kitty asked me for a little bit of tone in this. There's a line in the book where, while Ava's looking for the cat in Casey's room, says, come here, little guy. Sorry this house is so scary. I promise we don't have ghosts. Just a bunch of Satan-worshipping homosexuals. Which is funny because of what happens later in the book, but also because they are. No. Ghosts. So Kitty said they wanted a little bit of tone in this, and I can do that. It's probably just a poor little cat lost in this huge, stupid house. Ava pushed the door to Casey's room open and stepped inside. Come here, little guy. This house is so scary. I promise we don't have ghosts. Ava. Okay, so what is the tone here? How is she saying this? Ah, there you go. Ava sweetened her tone as though the cat could maybe throw in a reaction. I'm not. I pictured Ava as kind of like, I don't want to say it's like baby talk, but like there's definitely like, you know, she's sweetening her voice. Ava sweetened her tone as though the kitten could possibly understand what she was saying. No, she sweetened her tone as though talking to a baby. It's just us. It's just your 3 parents. The Satan worshipping homosexuals. There you go. It's just the 3 of us. It's just your 3 parents. It's just us. Your 3 parents. It's just your 3 parents. It's just your three parents. The Satan worshipping homosexuals. There you go. I think that's cute enough. Ah, thank you. Thank you for that catch, Dallas. I appreciate that. It's just your three parents, the Satan worshipping homosexuals. I like that. That's cute. Okay, so Kitty did hit me with again. Kitty is incredibly good at finding sentences that I think sound good, and then when Kitty reads them and I read them again, I'm like, holy crap, how did I write this? Let's read the whole paragraph. Adrian and Ava rolled out of bed in different states of disrepair. They've been working a lot again, much more than usual. The game was coming along, though they were missing one vital piece. Casey hadn't come home in a bit, and they missed her. They also needed her to compose the music. This thought of missing one of their world, 1/3 of their world, for to complete. Okay, no, you know what? No, yeah, you're right. This sentence makes no fucking sense. They really missed Casey, but they couldn't escape the fact that work was also calling, and they needed to work because the work needed them, and they needed Casey. Okay, so what I want to get across here is that there's a conflict between the fact that they do love Casey, and she means the world to them, but they also need her for work. They wouldn't have said so out loud, but they felt guilty. They missed Casey for more than one reason. Yes, they loved her. Yes, they missed her. But they also needed her music. They couldn't escape the fact that work was calling, and they needed to work because the work needed them. You know, I'm actually okay with cutting and they needed Casey. So let's read that again now. Adrian and Ava rolled out of bed in different states of disrepair. They've been working a lot again, much more than usual. The game was coming along, though they were missing one vital piece. Casey hadn't come home in a bit, and they missed her. They also needed her to compose music. They wouldn't have said so out loud, but they felt guilty. They missed Casey for more than one reason. Yes, they loved her. Yes, they missed her, but they also needed her music. They couldn't escape the fact that work was also calling. That work was calling. And they needed the work because the work needed them. There we go. I like that. I like that. Again, there's some thematic stuff going on here that I don't have the breath to explain, but you know what? Just trust me on this. Alright, what's the next point in episode 1? Is that it? By the way, if you see this little number up here, there's 35 notes remaining, by the way. Or 35 comments. Kitty said, change this word to born. Work didn't used to be this fast for her. No, fast was not the right word. Effortless. Her work was now effortless. She sat down at her desk, a melody on the back of her throat, and within a few hours, a new song was born. Okay, no, I like it. Kitty's correct. Kitty's correct. Born it is. Born it is. Also, I want to see if I can finish this before Nomiya wakes up, because Kitty agreed with Nomiya in a way that I despise. So let's not. I don't want Nomiya to be aware of that. Is it the holographic thing? It kind of is the holographic thing, and I hate it, but we'll get there when we get there, okay? Okay, so there's a line of dialogue here where I don't clarify who said it. And Kitty said it would be funny if both of them said it together, and I absolutely love that. It is worth clarifying. So both Adrian and Casey looked up. For a second, they thought the other had spoken, but that wasn't the case. It was Ava. She had noticed the details. She knew those two were suffering for no good reason, and she wanted to help. She thought good humor would alleviate their pain, as though aloe in a burn. Drop it. They both said in near perfect unison. It did not help. Done. Next up. So I did ask Kitty to check the tents in a dark room segments, and Kitty said they were all pretty much good. So that makes me happy. What's next? We're in episode 2. We're about to end episode 2, I think. Yep. Episode 3. No notes for episode 3. Okay, so this is the in a dark room segment. I'm telling you right now, okay? So Kitty and I, we used to do feedback physically, okay? I would make a book version of the manuscript. I would go to Staples, or I would literally print one through like a book printing company, and I would hand Kitty an 8.5 by 11 version of the book. 8.5 inches by 11 inches, by the way, like a full-on regular piece of paper, double spaced, very roomy for notes. I would hand it to Kitty, and Kitty would, you know, write notes on the paper, and then we would go through them together. That's how we used to do things before something like Google Docs, because this is so much easier than going through a book manually and translating what Kitty said into the actual manuscript. It's so much easier. But one of the things that I really enjoyed was moments where Kitty would have several pages without notes. And I'm like, no notes. And Kitty's like, no notes. I was enjoying myself. I was lost in the writing. Nothing. Again, because the thing is here, okay? My goal with this editing is to make it so that the reader can read the book without being thrown out of the book. No awkward writing, no awkward moments, no things that throw the reader out of the scene. If I can keep you turning the pages and enjoying the story, I'm happy. The last thing I want is for the reader to stop reading in the middle of a sentence. That is my joy. So to see these chapters with no notes makes me happy. And okay, so welcome back to another episode of Maxi. Forgot Nana doesn't have a face. She walked into the room, her feet as light as feathers, and flashed a smile at all three members of Starling Games. She does not have a face. Nana said, her voice sweeter than sugar. She walked into the room, her feet as light as feathers. So instead of flash the smile, let's just carry the tone that we're trying to imply here, okay? Her feet as light as feathers. And stood. Ooh, and stood. I like the idea of her standing in the middle of the other three, as though the center of a triangle. Guys, Nana said, her voice sweeter than sugar. She walked into the room, her feet as light as feathers, and stood between the other three members of Starling Games. And stood between the three members of Starling Games. This is just mold, right? Okay, and once again, I say that she smiled wider. I'm telling you right now, she can't possibly smile. So let's change this. If the cleaning guy or whatever is not around, then why not take the matters into our own two hands? Her voice grew warmer, confident. Oh, what a ray of sunshine she was. I bet that if we all work together, we'll get rid of the mold. Oh, she's so dumb. I mentioned her eyes. Then I took a step back, her hands held up as though to show she had no weapon. Her eyes widened, and when she spoke, there was sadness to her voice, as though something had happened that really hurt her. As though she had no weapon. I almost feel like we could just even cut this line here. Then I took a step back, held her hands up as though to show she had no weapon. She was helpless. She was just She was harmless. All she wanted was to help. Don't make me pick a side. There you go. Then I look. So you know what? Instead of her eyes blinking her eyes slowly, she just looks down. Don't make me pick a side. I love you all equally. Why don't we just... And then I look down. Maybe even not have this, actually. So I'm thinking, how can I describe that Nana's looking sad without using her face? Nana shrugged? I like that. There you go. That's one way to get around that. Okay, so what's next on the chopping block? 27 notes remain. Dude, we're gonna be done real fucking quick. I'm thinking we could probably start brainstorming the store description, because Oh, hi, Woof.
Welcome back.
Welcome in. I'm working on my book today. All right, so what's the next note? Okay, so. All right, so I asked Kitty. There's a segment where Ava is looking at Casey's tattoo, and it came up in chat. Should I just say The Binding of Isaac? And I'm like, I can just say roguelike. And Kitty's like, you can just say The Binding of Isaac. And I'm like, you know what? You got it. So let's say it. Those are also video game references. I mean, yeah, they look spooky, but that's just an item from The Binding of Isaac. So we're gonna just write The Binding of Isaac. And there's also that small crying child. That's also from the game. Ava, you played that one. I do. Oh, I do love that. Oh, that's so dumb. Ava, you played The Binding of Isaac. We made you play Rebirth. All right, next note. Okay, so another case of whoops. I mentioned Nana has a mouth. I'm not keeping you here. Nana pressed her mouth close to Ava. Oh, I shouldn't be reading this segment out loud. There you go. I thankfully Kitty and we already discussed what we wanted this note to be. You can't see. There's a whole sidebar you can't see because of chat. I apologize for that, but anyways. Nana. Press her face close enough to Ava's ears. No. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not gonna read it out loud for reasons that will become obvious to people who read the book. So another thing that Kitty and I talked about is that only during this specific in a dark room sequence, obscured Kitty notes, trade secrets. I mean, like, I assure you it's not trade secrets. It's just literally like, how do I show you? Like, if I do this, you can like see some of it. You still can't see them. It's just. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, just Google Docs. So we were talking, and in the scenes titled In a Dark Room, they're in present tense as opposed to past tense, which is the rest of the book, for reasons that are thematic. And I realized that all the dialogue except for this one scene was in italics. And I wasn't sure whether I wanted to have all instances of In a Dark Room be in italics. So Kitty and I, we actually talked for a little bit, and we said that this is the hard rule is this, okay? Because in the In a Dark Room sequences, you, the reader, the viewer, is basically looking into a TV screen and seeing things that happened in the past in your memory, allegedly. Anything that that you are reading, such as reading comments on a screen, that has italics, versus things without italics, which are things you just heard coming from the TV. So Kitty reminded me of this. I am now going to take a second and double check that none of the other In a Dark Room segments have stuff you read. So we're gonna go. So this is the first one. I believe each episode only has one. So this is the first In a Dark Room. So this segment here, you're hearing the host of the Game Awards speaking, so this is not italics. Yeah, no, this is red. Perfect. So we're now, it's episode 2. This is the game theory kind of one, yeah. Okay. I got a message from my wife. Oh my god, everybody shut up. Everyone shut up. My wife messaged me. He love you too. There you go. And a bunch of heart emojis. Get God, loser. There we go. Maxi really does talk to everyone like that. It's true. Alright, so for this one, the ones that are in dialogue that are red. So this one has to be italicized. By the new rule, if it's something that it's been read, it has to be italicized. This is speech. This is speech. This is okay. Perfect. Just to double check. Okay, yeah. So this one here is the one that is essentially a Nintendo Direct. Coming up next, a word from Starling's Games. Oh my god, I gotta double check Starling. Someone, okay, I'm crossing my fingers to remember that it's Starling Games, not Starlings. Oh my god. Okay, nothing there was being read. Okay, is there anything here that's been read? Nope, that's audio. This is audio. That's all audio. This is all audio. Okay, okay. Agent Starling and his games, thank you. It's true. There's also, okay, get ready, by the way. Here's a bit that never actually, I wanted to put this in the book, but there was never any time to say it. The reason why their game studio is called Starling Games is because they were so broke. And they were so, like, barely getting started that they didn't set up an LLC. They haven't set up an LLC. They still haven't set up an LLC. Literally all the money just goes into Adrian's bank account because he was the only one who had a credit card when they first started. That's it. They're called Starling Games literally because all the money just goes into Adrian's bank account. They might have set up an LLC now that I think about it, but like literally the reasoning, like that is like the reason for it being called Starling. By the way, it isn't just because it's Adrian's last name. It's because like they're like, yeah, well, it's the account is in your name, Adrian. So these are all comments. I think this is, yeah, this is all comments. The ARG, it wasn't an ARG. Okay. That's good. That's good. And I believe there is no dark room in episode 6. That's it. Okay, and now I'm gonna look for Starlings. There was only one misspelling of Starlings in the entire book. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Starling Games. It is mentioned 33 times in the entire book. That's good to know. Anyways, when's the next note? I think it's the other way around. Alright, fellas, we have cleared the first 104 pages of the game. So yeah, we were talking about this. I am now checking off this box now. I have double verified that all the other scenes that have text that the player is, or the viewer, the reader is reading on the TV is italicized, while text that is being heard is not italicized. Now, you may be wondering, Maxi, why is this important? Consistency. It's all about consistency. It's all about, again, okay, over the course of the start of the book, the reader will understand how the book is to be read. And if we maintain consistency with that format, the reader will not have a moment in the book where they just go, huh? What's going on? It's all about consistency. It also makes it look like we know what we're doing. Do you, Maxi? Okay, smartass. Anyways, so I did say this on the stream. I didn't want to repeat water in this sentence over here. Adrian sat on the floor of the shower, feeling the coldness of the tile against his naked body. The water heater had long since given up on him, and the water from the shower was coming down cold as though it were rain. Perchance, yeah, there you go. And the stream from the shower was coming down on him cold as though it were rain. Alright, what's next? What's next? Also, by the way, fun fact, I've been working on the cover for the book. Dude. You know what? I don't know if other artists do this. Me singling Chippy out of the crowd. But did you ever like draw something and it's not done? You haven't finished it yet. Would you like open it up and you look at it because you like how it's coming along? I have been doing that. Okay, I'm gonna open the file. I'm not show you. Fuck, I think it looks good. Fuck, I think it looks good. I think I'm eating with this one. Straight up, I think I'm eating and I'm leaving no crumbs with this one. I'm not gonna lie. God, that looks good. God, that looks good. I changed a little bit of the thumbnail format of the cover format. I like it. Oh God, I think it looks good. I think people are gonna lose their shit. Anyways, fellas, we're on break, so I want to remind you first and foremost. Hey, have you left a like? It actually means a lot. GP says that's me turning my top painting layer on and off repeatedly because I love the progress made. Hell yeah, I love that. And I feel that, honestly. Now, I'm on break. I'm getting up. I'm stretching. Guess what? You should probably do the same thing. You should probably do the same thing. Take a second to get up. You know, the human body not particularly made to be sitting down for hours upon hours at a time. So consider this a chance to get up, stretch, drink some water. I'm gonna do that right now. I've been yapping for the last like freaking hour, 48 minutes of the stream. Can you believe that? Anyways. All right. And let me see. Are commands still working? Because I don't think they are. No. All right. Stream Deck, you have betrayed me for the last time, for the first time. Oh well. What you gonna do? And I'm back. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So fellas, that's been a nice break. Okay, Woof, you make a fair point, Woof. Woof gets to be the exception today, okay? And now, back on the timer. 25 minutes. Get set, go. Wait, where's the sound? There we go. All right, the next one. Oh yeah. While the stream happened, I was editing this segment, and someone, I don't want to say Nomia Vikshi, but someone complained about the use of me saying lifesaver. Lifesaver describing the lifesaver ring. And Kitty said, and I quote, okay, so I'm gonna read my comment, okay? Okay, exclamation mark. So on stream we talked about this. Lifesaver is correct. There is also but there's also the candy, like preserver is another option, but that's an umbrella term, and that includes life vests. Keep split into two words, make it life vest jacket, you decide, and then I fix across the book. Kitty replied, and I quote, Lamau, stream is silly, lifesaver is fine. And I added there, get smoked chat. Lifesaver stays. So Kitty also pointed out that I should have clarified in this segment how originally lifesavers, it's true. That's exactly how I would say it, Dale. You're correct. There were several people. Lifesaver is fine. Get behind me, Maxi. Thank you, Chippy. Thank you. Nomia's gonna be so pissed. If I could give it all, all of you. Hold on, let me just double check this. All of you were still here. I really would. Anyways, let's just say someone played their games and bad stuff happened, and I made it seem as though only 2 people passed away, but several people passed away. So all of you. So all of you were still here. I would. If some magical source allowed him to turn back time, would he give up everything he had worked to get, just to prevent a handful of deaths? Adrian was not sure. Alright, and now what's next? Ooh, no notes, no notes, no notes. Only 17 comments remain. Okay, so, let's read the segment. Casey was already drafting the words in her mind. There were a few things she had to say, bullet points she had to address. She was going to have to give people the bad news. They couldn't release a game so soon, not even a month after what happened. The case was just beginning, and every time there was a break. Okay, so Kitty says the word news here doesn't work. I was trying to replace it with case, but then we say case later in the scene. So let me see. The case was just the beginning. The case. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that there's gonna be, something bad happened. People are gonna talk about it. And every time, something new information comes to light, they too would be dragged out into the spotlight. Not even okay. So let's look at this. This might require a little bit of rewriting. She was going to have to give people the bad news. They couldn't release a game so soon. Not even a month after what happened. Not in a couple weeks. Not even a month after what happened. These kinds of cases, no. Especially after the previous one. Especially after the previous one. There was, you know what? We're just gonna change the layout of this scene. I feel like that's just the only way. Especially after the previous one. There was no escaping. There was no escaping it. They had to go quiet for a while. Until... Dude! Chippy's gonna grill some cheese? Make me one too, okay, Chippy? Make me one too. Honestly. There was no escaping it. They had to go quiet for a while. There was no escaping it. Okay, let me reread this. They couldn't release a game so soon. Not even in a couple of weeks. They couldn't release a game so soon. Especially after the... They couldn't release a game so soon. They couldn't release a game so soon after something like this happening. Especially with people... trying to find connections between this and the last. There was no escaping it. They had to go quiet. They had to go quiet for a while. Let's go with this instead. I think this is another way of getting my idea across. Here's hoping it works. Also, I hope you don't mind me. It's there's a mute button on my microphone that I keep tapping whenever I need to sneeze or something. I'm a sniffly bitch, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm a sniffly bitch. Next note. Okay, welcome to the holographic trading card debacle, okay? Nomiya says, Kitty says, for once I agree with Nomiya. You mentioned a holo trading card before, and this isn't the same effect. And Kitty's correct. So I decided that I'm gonna change, instead of saying holographic trading card, instead I'm gonna describe the effect in a way that the viewer might find relatable, and or a way in which Casey would describe it herself. So here we go. Here's what we came up with. The light across the surface shimmered at certain angles. One moment one moment everything looked one way, the next everything was different. It was like one of those kids' bookmarks where the picture changed between two things, like a cat into a lion. Casey stared at the photograph with the same kind of insane curiosity as Prometheus when he stole... Okay, that line probably needs to get taken out. That's maybe a little bit too intense. Only, okay, or Kitty was saying that I don't need to add anything else, but I think I might just add some more here, okay? She looked at the photo, angling it. One moment, it was one way. The next, it was different. It was different. Except, it was different. But Casey couldn't explain how. She looked and looked, as though she looked and looked, not seeing, seeing and not seeing, seeing and not seeing. No. Explain how. Casey stared at the photograph with the same kind of insane curiosity as Prometheus when he stole fire from the gods. She looked and looked. Something was different. Something was different. Something was wrong. It had to be. Okay, so let's reread this now that I've added a bunch more here. Casey brought the picture closer to her face. She narrowed her eyes, trying to make out the details. She looked at herself in the photo. Her hair was just the way it was now. She pretty much dressed the same way now too. This was clearly her, a version of her from back then, and yet something wasn't right. Something was off. She scanned the photo from top to bottom, angling it against the light, when something odd happened. The light across the surface shimmered at certain angles. One moment everything looked one way, the next everything was different. It was like one of those kids' bookmarks, where the picture changed between two things, like a cat into a lion. She looked at the photo, angling it. One moment it was one way, the next it was different. But Casey couldn't explain how. She looked like she always looked. Then something was different. Something was wrong. Casey stared at the photograph with the same kind of insane curiosity. With the same, you know what? Forget kind. With the same insane curiosity as Prometheus when he stole fire from the gods. There we go. There we go. I think that's a good enough fix for that one right there. That we had to really get in the weeds for that. Okay. So I think I already checked this. I did already check this. Perfect. So I will. Oh my god. Where were we? So Casey's name is with one S, by the way. And apparently Kitty found that throughout the entire book, all 300 pages of it, I only misspelled her name once. Thank God. It is Casey with one S. Even though her full name is Cassandra, it is Casey with one S. Now, okay, so here's a moment where, like, Adrian develops an extra set of arms, by the way. Adrian rushed up to her, Ava in this case, holding her shoulders, catching her tears in his fingers. How the hell could he do both things at the same time, Maxi? Maxi, I have a question, Maxi. How the hell could Adrian do both things at the same time?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Adrian rushed up to her, holding her shoulders, catching her tears in his fingers. Rushed up to her, Okay, so out of the sentence, I think I really prefer catching her tears in his fingers the most. I really think that's a really sweet line. Let me reread more so I know where we are. Ava thought she would be stronger, that she would take her leave with grace, but her lips quivered, tears welled up. She expected pity, she expected them to reassure her, to tell her that everything was going to be okay, that they would visit her at the insane asylum, that they would always love her no matter what. Instead, she got bewilderment. Ava, what's wrong? Adrian rushed up to her. He held her near. You know what? What if we just break it? He held her close. He caught the tears. He caught her tears with his fingers. Ava, did you? I think breaking it up might help. I think it might help. I think that helps enough. Instead of making it one sentence so that it's all happening like boom, 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 instead it's like he does this, he does that, he does that too. I think that works. Kitty wanted me to add, Casey's mouth was dry. Her words came out slowly, as of someone attempting to remove a bandage without pain. Without pain was the addition Kitty asked for, and I can definitely abide. Cheeks is a specific. So I said Adrian said his cheeks pale. Turns out cheeks is a little bit specific. Kitty asked for face. I can do that. His face pale. Easy. I can do that. Also, apparently, I keep saying beyond the pale. It's beyond the veil, by the way, apparently. I'm actually gonna double look that up. Is that actually correct? It's not that I don't believe my wife. It's like I might be even more wrong than before. Beyond the pale. It is a saying. Hold on a minute. Then what is beyond the veil then? Holy shit, I think my editor is wrong today. Okay, so so I just looked that up, okay? Beyond the veil is to enter a hidden or mysterious state, especially the unknown state of life after death. While beyond the pale, oh my god, it turns out I was right, is to be outside the bounds of acceptable behavior. Okay, so now let's look at the actual sentence now that we have context for this phrase. Okay, so in the sentence, this was happening to them. It wasn't a dream or hallucination. They were witnessing something beyond the pale, something supernatural. It is beyond the veil in this case then. Although there is in fact the phrase beyond the pale, it is beyond the veil today. Oh, learn something new every single day. Alright. Episode 5 out of 6. Making good progress. What am I going to do next after this? Gotta figure that out. Okay. Oh crap. There's 10 notes left. Google is suggesting that crystallized is 2 words. That can't be right. No. 1 word or 2. It is, fella, crystallized is 1 word, Google. I don't know what the hell you're going on about. Although I guess I might have misspelled crystallized. Apparently it has 2 L's in it. Let me double check. Have a good day, Woof. See you later. Is it crystallized or crystallized? Okay, crystallized or crystallized with 1 L. To form into crystals. What about crystallized? It looks like they're both correct, by the way. No worries. Take care of your phone. Go have a good day. Alright, so crystallized can be 1 or 2 L's. Let's go with double L. Just because it kind of looks better in my eyes. Yeah, let's put crystallized with 2 L's. Alright, 9 comments remaining. If crystal is a cyclops, only one eye? That's fair. I get it. Kitty asking me about a particular scene. Yep. There's a reason why I said that. And I'm okay. And if that throws the reader off, I'm okay with that. It's supposed to throw them off. It's supposed to make them feel like something fucked up is going on. And it is. It's the end of the book. Things are getting bad. Get excited. Damn it. I said Nana shot Ava a little wink. With what eyes, Slim Mouse said Kitty? God damn it. I got. Imagine such a mess. It's cute that you think you made me. I mean, gosh, I would have been so happy with 3 parents like you. So instead of showing a wink, let's just say Nana looked in Ava's direction. Ava's direction. And laughed? Let's go with laughed. Yo, hi Ronnie!
Hey boy.
How you doing? And then I looked in Ava's direction and laughed. Ava's direction. As though. No. Intimate experiences notwithstanding, of course. I feel like, let's do like ellipses here. Then I looked in Ava's direction. Then back at the other 2. But I would hate for you to have the wrong impression of me. The short answer is no. You did not make me. What's next? Kitty says maybe reword the way its phrase feels like an awkward addition. So the sentence is, Casey turned her body in the direction of the door. The black liquid pushed her around harder than water. Than water would. You know what? And it also had this earthy smell to it. I can cut that out. It's to be a reference to all the mold in the book, but you know what, honestly? You know what? I can just cut it. The black liquid pushed her around harder than water could. It was viscous. Like, ooh. The gore inside a rotten body. There you go. Like the viscera inside a rotten body. There you go. That way we can bring back to Casey being like, I don't want to think about that. There we go. I made it gross while making it different. So, I think this is the worst sentence in the whole book right here, by the way. It's a sentence that, out of context, it feels like it makes no sense. So I'm gonna read the whole paragraph. Ava blinked the tears away. She went to wipe them with the back of her hand when she noticed something odd. She couldn't see her hand. She knew she was moving it. She was holding it right up to her face, but she couldn't see it. She blinked her eyes, trying to make them adjust. And then... and then just when madness there to take over, she wiped the tears away. So honestly, I almost feel like I wanted to do something fancy here, and it didn't work out. So let's just rephrase this, okay? She blinked her eyes, trying to make them adjust. Trying to make them adjust. She thought she was in a dark room. Ooh, all alone in some abyss. But then, ooh, She brought her hand closer. Madness dared to take over. She wiped the tears away and saw her hands were covered in something black and slimy. Ava looked around the room. She realized there was no source of light anywhere. What were her eyes adapting to? Feeling cold all of a sudden, Ava reached out to the smaller of the two desks. The one she'd used for herself, the little spot where she'd invaded Adrian's space, blah 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 blah. Really? Yeah. Literally everything in the room is covered in mold. Perfect. Okay, good. She got it. 5 more comments left in the book. Okay, so another case of Max writing things in ways that make sense to me, but Kitty said it was a little bit awkward in this case. This particular sketch was old. It was something he had made when he was nothing but a teenager. It was a page from a wide-lined notebook. It was penciled. It was in pencil. Kitty said in pencil is better. So you know what? Kitty says in pencil is better. I trust Kitty. I trust Kitty's judgment. Then that's it. And we're in episode 6, fellas. Let's go. There's only 4 comments left in the entirety of the last episode. Ooh, baby. And we have a little bit of repetition in this paragraph. Let's reread it. The cheese has been grilled, dude. Welcome back, Chippy. Every time she tried to think of their faces, she got blanks. Empty faces, empty voids. Empty faces, empty voids where eyes, mouths, and noses should have been. They all looked like Nana. All she had left was Nana. I'm okay with the repetition of empty. There's, in fact, one typo in the book. Yours will arrive in the mail soon. Dude, let's go! Thank you, Chippy. Thank you for the cheese. Here's a little cheese for everyone else, by the way, in chat, so they can make their own grilled cheese. 2 comments, and this is literally it. This is literally the last comment. That's it right there. The thing had been suffocating for so long, drawing in air at any chance it could. It lingered around hospitals. Dragged itself. Yeah, dragged is better. Dragged itself over to graveyards and funerals. And that's... Wait, there's one more comment? Where is it? It's literally the tense note, and that's it. That's all that. There's no more notes left. Holy crap. That was not bad at all. That was not bad at all. Holy shit. There's the whole book right there. Man, kind of long when you just watch it scroll like this, huh? It's still going. There's still like 30 pages left. There we go. Beautiful. Bingo! Alright, I'm on break. I'm gonna get up and stretch. And, oh man, I should do like I should do the ad break, actually. I haven't done the ad break in forever. I'm gonna get up and stretch. You know what? Let's do the ad break while I'm stretching. Hello. Have you enjoyed the stream? Please consider leaving a like. And maybe supporting me on coffee.com/mkirin. It's up here on this corner over here. Coffee.com/mkirin is the #1. Please support me in what I do. You can also buy my games on Itch.io, my books on Itch.io, or on my coffee shop. Please consider supporting me in what I do. Thank you. I promise I'll do a better ad later. But for now, this is what you get. Will that command even go through? Wow, those emojis are really big. I might have to change that. They look really big. I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'm pretty sure that command is not gonna get read. I may have misspelled it terribly. Anywhoots. I'm like, is that how you spell nuggies? I hope it is. Anywhoots. Okay, now let me actually take my goddamn break. I'm stretching. I'm on my feet. I'm reaching for the ceiling. All right. So what's the plan for today now? Well, thankfully, I went ahead and made a list. Let me drink some water. Also, by the way, I don't know how it happened. I have no clue. Scientists all throughout the world are still trying to figure out how this came to be. But my water bottle no longer makes a sound. I don't know how that is. I don't know how that's the case. I really don't know how it went from making sounds to now it makes no sounds. Now it's a goddamn stealth bomber. So you know what? I don't know. Maybe my bottle changed jobs. It went from being a freaking rogue to... Or I guess from being, what, like a barbarian now to a rogue? I don't even know. My bottle is quiet as heck. So I hope you enjoyed listening to my bottle that sounded like I was taking a hit from a bong. Nope. No more. Alright, so I have applied all the edits from my wife. So the tasks that we have, I have to clean up the text, do the ebook layout, and then the PDF layout. So I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna say it again because I love repeating myself. No, you can't, not everybody will know everything. So I will be releasing the book in 3 PDF formats: a standard, a big text for people who, have bad eyes like me, and people with dyslexia like me. I'm gonna also release it with the font in the book being open dyslexic, so that it's easier for people with dyslexia. Wow, Max being considerate, yep, is what I do. So, as for the art that we have remaining, we have all this stuff over here as part of the book cover. Let's just highlight this as like orange so we know. So the main cover for the book, the PS5 overlay, which requires me to make the Starling Games logo, the Kirin logo that replaces the PlayStation part of the cover, and the ESRB wannabe logo. Out of these assets, I will create the book title splash, and I need a chapter image. These things are small. These shouldn't be too hard to make, I don't think. Now, Maxi, what about this stuff, Maxi? I legitimately don't think setting up the book is hard. I think I showed it literally last time on stream. I showed me doing this for something. God, what did I do it for? I'm forgetting, but I feel like I showed me making an EPUB before. I feel like I've done that before. Anyway, so Max, there's art that needs to happen. This book stuff probably not gonna happen today because, as you can tell here, I gotta wait for the art. Why? There's no use in me start working on the PDF when I don't have the art that needs to go on the PDF. It's just simply a matter of a chicken and an egg problem, So here we have wait for book art and book files. I can probably get a little bit ahead on designing the store page, methinks. So, what I was thinking for the store page, you know what, let's do a little bit of research, by the way. Well, you and I, we're gonna go on a little bit of a ride, okay? I want Spirit Cemetery. Or is it Soul Cemetery? Is it Soul Cemetery? TTRPG Snow. What if we just go TTRPG Snow? There you go. I knew that would get me somewhere. Shoutouts to Snow. It is Soul Cemetery. Yo, I have a notification on Itch.io. All right. So a game that has inspired me to go a little bit extra with the store page, with the page for my game, is Soul Cemetery by Snow TTRPG. I absolutely love the way they went about doing this, and I definitely want to, not ape it, of course, but definitely take inspiration from the way they did their store page, with the animated GIF, titles with an animated background. I can definitely make something like this work for sure. I'm definitely interested in doing something like this. Absolute commitment, by the way. If you're at all If this store page looks interesting to you at all, I absolutely recommend checking out Snow's RPG. You can tell, I prove you, I bought this game. I paid full price for it because I'm like, this looks delicious. I need to play this. I love how there's like a little bit of like a little branding over here showing you like what, you know, the stats for it. I love that. I really do. I want to ape some of these things. So the one thing that I wanted to do as well is that I wanted the store page for Memory Leak to have a like dev profile, like it's like, you know, made, I don't want to say like unfictiony, but I want to show a segment that makes it look like as though it was made by the developers of Starling Games. So I guess we can probably just literally, and you're like, Maxi, why is it important to design the store page for the book? It's because it's also going to be the same layout that I'm going to use on my website. That's right. Work smart, not hard. I'm not going to design two layouts. I'm going to have the same layout. So, you know, if I design it to look like this, it's going to look like this on my website. And it's going to look like this, you know, on the itch.io page. So, let's take a look-see. And, you know, introduction, some sort of, you know, I think there should be. I'm gonna move this so I can flip back and forth between Soul Cemetery and what I'm doing. So, store. You know what? Give me like one tab up. Store page layout. There we go. And actually, you know what? Do me a favor and please split this into, I guess, 2 columns. And we do it like this, okay? We do it like this. This is to simulate like the different parts of the store, okay? So this is gonna be the screenshots are gonna be over here. The screenshots are gonna be over here, and this is gonna be the. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. This is gonna be the actual layout of the store, okay? So I'm gonna hit you with dip this in black, make it this, make it centered. And now add me there we go. So we're gonna merge this. Okay, so right here in the very center of the store page, I want the banner for the book. So book banner, which will most likely be cover art zoomed in. Cover art zoomed in, I think. And I definitely want I want to be able to capture the logo. I don't think I'm gonna do this. I don't think I'm gonna do a quote or anything. But I definitely do like the little like tags on the side of it. I really do like that. So here's my requirements for this section of this thing is 1, make sure title of book is clear, and that it looks dope as heck. I was thinking of going. Okay, so this is before I even looked at Soul's at Snow's Soul Cemetery. I was thinking of like a black background, so all the little assets would blend in together relatively easily. I may not do that now. I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm thinking about it. I'll keep thinking about it. Little tags on the bottom left corner. Now, what tags do I need? The tags that Snow put in here. Analog control TTRPG 1 player. That's cute. I mean, I feel like, you know, so I think, first off, these are cute, by the way. Let's just call it what it is. They're cute. But it's also a really easy way to direct to the breeder to be like, hey, this is what this thing contains. And I'm like, I love that. I think that's dope as heck. So I'm thinking, you know what? Psychological horror. I almost feel like these are like the I don't want to say like the tropes, but like the tags of the book, right? You know, psychological horror. I mean, like, I feel like it's like the things that I keep bringing up always, like indie game thruple, indie game polycule. The number of pages? No. I am... Would it be better, I guess. It's like, you know, novel. Fiction? Fiction? I probably shouldn't call it on fiction, because that's definitely a little bit in bad faith, but fiction, psychological horror. Queer as hell. I feel like that's a pretty good. And I can make this rainbow. Rainbow. Make that rainbow. There you go. Probably make this spooky red. And this is like, you know, white. That seems to me like one way to go about doing this. So there's gonna be a big old banner here. And let's put like a nice, like, very, like, toxic, like, pink. There we go. There we go. So this is the banner, right? We're gonna have the screenshots over here. Now, what are the screenshots gonna be? Clearly, of course, first and foremost, game cover. The PS5 style game cover. I feel like that would work for sure. Okay, what else? I am wondering. Am I having second thoughts about making it a PS5 box? I could make it like a PS2 box. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because I want to feel because it's more about modern games. I feel like I just have to follow my heart. So I do want to say, I was talking with Kitty about what we can do later, and I want to put a video on the channel that is me doing a reading of the first chapter, maybe the first 2 chapters of the book. And I was thinking, you know, just like we get really nice audio. No special effects, no music. I very much hate when audiobooks have music and sound effects in them. I find that really tacky. But what I wanted on the screen, I want like to show the text that I'm reading so that it's easier to follow. And that's one half of the screen, right? Well, it goes on the other half of the screen. I was thinking, what if I model a little low poly game box and I animate it spinning? Much like Chippy animated Jonathan spinning. And I just have that, you know, spinning around. So I'm thinking, okay, how hard could it be to model a rectangle in freaking Blender or whatever, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So like that's the plan. I'm gonna learn Blender. I'm gonna learn how to animate a rectangle on Blender. I think that'll be fun. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna have that over here. That's one of the assets that I need to make. And you're like, Maxi, you're gonna learn Blender? I'm like, dude, it's a rectangle. Also, by the way, fun fact, did you know? Procreate can actually, you can use Procreate for painting 3D models, by the way, fun fact. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? So I don't even have to get any new hardware or anything. So I'm gonna make a rectangle. I'm gonna paste the goddamn textures on it, and I'm gonna just make it spin, and I'm gonna export it, and I'm gonna have it in the store page. I feel like that would be like that would be kind of cool. I think that would be kind of cool and fun. It would be kind of funny if it was even like the main menu like piece of art. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I like it. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I like it. So, anyways, the game cover is clearly the first screenshot though. And I'm legitimately thinking. I have notes, by the way, for all this shit over here. Again, I've made a bunch of art for the characters, so that you know I could maybe reuse that. I'm not sure. Okay, so clearly I need some sort of like store page like image that is like you get this many things. Splash image showcasing all the shit you get when you download the game. Download the book. Maxi, you use book and game interchangeably. Well, yeah, because my games come in the form of books. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, okay? Iron Valley? That's a book, baby. One page left. It's basically a book. It's a very small book. It's literally just one page. Anyway, so what else do I need? How did I do it for the Last Bread Mansion? The Last Bread Mansion has a pretty simple store page. Let me go look at it real quick. Okay, so let's go over here. Oh, there's the last bread mage. Oh, this is fancy. Oh man, this is fancy. This looks almost a little bit too clean. Oh yeah, and then I literally have like the entire like, oh there you go. Wow. Wow, this looks very clean. Again, this is nice for like a, you know, it's an uplifting story. I get it. It makes sense that it's like nice and clean. This is way too clean for what we're doing with the horror book. So we're definitely gonna have to change that. So what I just explained to you literally like what you get and how it looks different across different, like, you know. I might still have this file actually. I could probably have this be one page. What else did Soul Cemetery do for the screenshots? They literally just show screens from the actual book, huh? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna think about this, because essentially what these images are, like, you know, book formats, etc. Maybe art. We could maybe put art in there. So now, what about the main body? So I think that the way that it should be is that it should be some sort of splash image slash animated maybe. And this is gonna be like the cell. We're gonna sell the book. And the cell is gonna include the profiles. Hi Emma, welcome to the stream.
Welcome back.
Today I'm working on my upcoming book. My next book is due to come out on the 31st, and I am working through a bunch of little tasks. We literally just finished applying all the revision notes from my editor to the entire book. We did that first, and now I'm just assigning the store page by looking at some examples, like for instance the fabulous Soul Cemetery by Snow TTRPG. Looking at how they do it, because I very much love the way they did it. So I want to, like, you know, do it a little bit similar. Take some inspiration. One of the things, and I'm basically just envisioning what the store page will look like by just using this little table right here. A banner, some screenshots, and for the main body, what I want is I want a description that sells the book as though it's a real thing. We go for a little bit of an on-fiction kind of opening. So it's gonna be sell the book as though it's a real thing, and then underneath that, so here's something that Kirin and I thought about. Okay, underneath that, I'm gonna have like little blurbs, like they do on Kickstarter for like all the members of Starling Games. Starling Games is, you know, and then I'm gonna make a profile image for a fake social media profile for Adrian Starling, which means I have to make a bio for him. Evangeline Sylvia, she needs a bio as well, and of course, it's gonna be Casey Baker. It's gonna be Ava. It's gonna be Ava, okay? Ava, Sylvia, and Casey Baker. I'm gonna make little icons for all of them. Oh my god, can I please type person, please? Is it a user? Is user the emoji that I'm looking for? I'm looking for the emoji for user. Okay, there we go. There you go. So they're gonna have like little profile images. It's gonna tell you a little bit about them. And a little bit of a setup for the book. And I think underneath that, another splash image, maybe. Splash image slash another animated. So section one of the store page is literally this quick little selling bio of like, is this a real thing that happened? It's not, but you know, it's fiction, baby. That's the fun part of it. And then the actual, again, I love doing this description kind of thing. You know, like an actual, just like, you know, nuts and bolts. Like here's actually, you know, what this book is about. So I'm gonna copy what I did for the last bread mage. Hey, this is my, wow, it's my book. Holy crap. Hi, Jada. How you doing?
Welcome back.
We're having a good time today. So other than that, so I'm gonna just straight up like do it like we did in the last bread mage. I'm doing well. Good to hear. Literally like a straight up. Yo, shouts to the bread mage. Honestly, do I have the last bread mage? Do I have the last bread mage command? I don't know if I do. I know I have books for sure. If you want to check out my books and what I do, there you go. Yeah, I don't have the last bread mage command. I probably should. Yeah, there come the books. They're floating away. So it would be like a very like nuts and bolts. Memory Leak is a XX page novel about X and Y. About X and Y. This bundle contains DRM free digital editions of the book in several formats. Yeah, Jada says this. Descriptions are tough because you want to describe the story bit by bit. Yep. It sucks. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes having to do this. Can you believe? Sorry, I just remember that like the because I sold the last bread mage, and it's a hefty book. You can straight up read the first like 80 pages for free if you wanted to just download the demo. It's a good sample. It's a good sample. You get all the way to the good lord. It's good. It's good. Okay. Would this work? What else has the soul do? So yeah, this is like an in-world description, an actual description of it. Basically more information, and then the itch funding. And speaking of itch funding, there is one new thing that I want to add to my stores and my Ooh, I don't know if I should tell you this yet. Actually, damn, I'm not actually. You're not allowed to know this yet. Actually, so let's just say that I'm gonna put a section at the end of this that you're not allowed to know about it yet. I'm sorry. That's actually supposed to be a surprise. So I'm gonna have to ask you to not ask me what the hell this thing is about. Okay? You're not allowed to know this yet. Alright, then keep your secrets, says Chippy. Add this section later while no one is looking. Alright, so what could I possibly do? So here's the dealio, okay? I've written descriptions for many a book, and I'm telling you, it's like pulling teeth out every single time. It's bad and it sucks and nobody likes it, but guess what? We gotta do it anyway. And here's the reality, okay? Much like Jada said earlier, I want to describe the story beat by beat. Well, you can't. You can't. You have to do the best that you can within like 150 words at most. You have to grab people with the description as soon as you can. You have to just grab people with the description. So let's start. I have 150 words. Can I insert a table inside of this table? I can. Okay. All right. Easy. Okay. So 150 words. So, what I'm thinking. What are the big things about this book? No, see, okay. Jada says, some people go, if you can't write a good description, how can you write a good book? But the difference is length. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Writing a description is just, you start big and you keep cutting away until you have just the purest nugget the purest nugget of like goodness. Yeah, no, Chippy, I will be there. I will be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. So, okay, let's just go over general ideas, okay? So what's my book about? Psychological horror. It is an indie dev polycule. It is about being haunted by your work. Being haunted by your work. Crunch. Releasing a new game. Social expectations. Feeling like you're losing your mind. What else happens in this book? I mean, again, I don't want to spoil everything, but I want to give, you know, and the ultimate reality is this, okay? And again, please hear me out before anybody gets mad, okay? Writing a description for your book is not about, it's less about giving a 100%, I don't want to say accurate. What I'm trying to say is, you're not writing a book summary. You're describing your work in a way to make the reader realize what's exciting about your work. Okay? You know, like if you know, if people if you looked at the summary in the back of a book, or the inside insert in the case of some hardbacks, and it read like somebody's, you know, high school book summary essay, nobody would buy a book ever in the history of humanity, because it would sound boring. This happened, then this happened. Instead, you know, we're selling the reader on the potentiality of the cool things that can happen in this book, and that are going to happen. I know they do happen. I don't want someone to be like, oh, it's about lying. It's not about lying. It's about enticing the viewer, enticing the reader to be like, ooh, cool shit's gonna happen in this book, you know? There might be questions that are answered here, you know? And there are. One of the things that I liked is are we haunted, or are we being haunted? Are we being haunted, or are we crazy? That's one of the big themes in the book. Are we being haunted, or are we crazy? So welcome back to freaking pulling teeth out. Did I ever start the timer, by the way? I didn't. Nobody tell my wife. Nobody tell my wife that I didn't. Let's do 10-minute cycle, okay? Because I'm pretty sure I've been talking for like half an hour already. So, how does Soul Cemetery do it? Yeah, leap into action. Like literally, okay, so how many words is this? This is 31 words. This is already a third. Kitty, Maxi didn't start the timer. Kitty. How many words is this? How far did I go with the one for the last bread mage? 137. That might still be a little bit long, I'm not gonna lie. So immediately grab the reader with a punch. With a punch to the face.
Max!
Oh, it worked!
Maxi, don't forget your timer.
Oh, hey Max.
Okay, how did it sound but it didn't appear on the screen? I'm like shook. Oh, you know what it is? That layer was hidden. I'm dumb. I'm big dumb, fellas. I'm big dumb. God, I'm so dumb. God, you have no idea. Wow, the layer was hidden the entire time? Maxi. Okay. At least nobody will ever, no one will ever believe that I'm smart, because I clearly am not. Okay, I may not be smart, but I sure as hell can pretend I am. So let's pretend I'm smart and write a killer description for this book. What should the splash image say? Press start. Ooh, I like new game. I like new game. Let's go. Let's go. I'll make a little image that says new game. New game. Start new game. Just new game, maybe. You know what? There you go. New game. There we go. They started out making games for fun. It used to be fun. Making games used to be fun. But now, ooh, it's taking everything from them. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Everything from them. Since the summaries of the cast members might be part of the description, I think I could probably go extra short here. Making games used to be fun, but now they're famous. But now, you know Maxi? You know Maxi? Just stopped writing, but now they're famous. They've won awards. They're indie, but they don't feel like that. They've won awards. They're indie, but they don't sure. They're awards. They are indie, but they don't feel like it. They're indie. Just 3 people. And now their games are being enjoyed by countless people. That's gonna get changed, but you know what? We're just gonna keep going. Countless people. It's a shame they're losing their mind. I don't know if I like that. It's a shame they're going crazy. They're losing their mind. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like the tone. What should the tone of this be? You wrote there twice? Okay, okay, listen. Don't worry about it, okay? I'm just throwing paint on the canvas, okay? This will not. They're famous. It's okay. Don't worry about it, kid. Don't worry about it, okay? We got this, okay? Making games used to be fun. Psychological horror, indie death, polycule. Process the trust. It's true. Process the trust. I don't know if Chippy is like appealing to my dyslexia or if my dyslexia has now afflicted Chippy, but either way, I get it. I'm here with you. I support you. What is the tone? What is the tone for this description? Spooky, dark. Okay, if it's spooky and dark, then fucking put on spooky music, Maxi. All right, fellas. Spooky music is gonna play for a little minute. This is the soundtrack to Cultist Simulator, by I believe it is Mi'kmaq Productions, by the way. GP says I finished my work for the day, so I'm like, what now? That's so funny. I love that. Huh. I wonder. I need art. I need art for the profiles of all the... I wonder. Could... No. Because you know what I was thinking? I want the store page to have like a little, like, basically like a profile image, you know, a PFP, for Adrian Ava and Casey as though like they're like real people on Twitter or whatever, right? And I thought it would be funny if I was probably gonna use like photos or whatever, just like come up, do something. It would be funny if I commissioned people, but there's just no time. There's literally like I have 3 days until the book comes out. There's just no time. In a different time, in a different world, in a different place, maybe, but definitely not this, not today, not now. But just know, Chippy, if there was time, maybe I would have. Maybe I just need to commission Chippy, honestly. You know what? If only there was a way I could know when Chippy has commissions up. If only there was a way I could know. If only there was like a way that I could find out when I can commission Chippy. If only there was a way, a website may chance. Anyways, all right. So now that I have spooky music on, making games used to be fun. Making games used to be fun. They used to make games for fun. They used to make games for fun. Now, they've hit it big. Starling Games is known throughout the world for making story-rich, narrative-heavy, story-rich video games with dark themes. People hate them, people love them, but they all agree they're the best. Yo, Hagu. Hell yeah, Dale. Shiny is now known throughout the world for making story-rich video games with dark themes. With dark, oppressive themes. With dark themes. People love them, people hate them. They used to make games for fun. Starling Games is known throughout the world for making story-rich video games. What if I just write it like it's like a description on the Wikipedia page? I could do that. I could maybe do that. They used to make games for fun. You know what? Maybe that should go in this part over here. Yeah, you know what? Starling Games. Starling Games. Well, you know what? I know the timer just went off. Give me a second. Okay, what's a famous like indie developer? What about the guy who did a Spelunky? Michael Chu? No, Michael Chu was senior game designer at Overwatch. A Spelunky creator. It's Michael Cho. Is there a you? I read his book, by the way. It's really good. Concerned Ape is also good. You know what? What does the Concerned Ape page look like? Okay. Let me double check that this page doesn't dox me so I can show it on stream. I can't show it on stream. Perfect. Alright, so first and foremost, the timer went off. So guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get up and stretch. I'm also gonna take a quick little bio break. I'm gonna be literally right back. So everyone stretch, drink water, and I'll be back really, really soon, okay? Don't go nowhere. Beep boop. I'm back. Thank you for standing by. I very much appreciate it. Alright, and with that, 3, 2, 1, boop. There we go, back to spooky music, back to working on this. Alright, so Eric Barone. A very standard kind of sound over here, or the way that the writing works. No professional is concerned. Ape is an American game designer and musician. He's best known for independently creating the video game Stardew Valley. What if I just look at Stardew Valley? You know what, so let's do something like that. Starling Games. It's an indie game studio. Founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. The three having met in college, having met in college. Starling Games is an indie game studio founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. Each. How would Wikipedia say that? Founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. Their first games were released on am I just gonna say in world that it was just released on itch.io? The first games were released an independent game studio founded by Adrian Starling and Cassandra Baker. I wonder if I should by 3 college friends. No. Because they are definitely more than friends, let me tell you. Founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. Their studio. Their first games were made on open source engines and released. They seem like good friends, some Wikipedia writer, how dare you, but it's true though. Their first games were made on open source engines and released. Am I taking suggestions? Now here's the dealio. I love suggestions. The one thing I don't like is when people are like, you know, like, again, the writing I'm putting in here is not final. I'm just literally tossing, maybe I guess a better apt description wouldn't be paint, but rather clay. I'm grabbing the clay and I'm playing with the clay. Suggestions are great, but like, you could add this, you could consider talking about that. I'm supposed to like say this, and I'm like, no. I'm not looking for the right words. I'm looking for words that fit. In my mind, I'm picturing again just a big lump of clay, and I'm shaping it in my hands. You know? That's all it is at first. Because again, these words don't exist until, you know, this description won't exist until I put it down and then I clean it up. So I'm not really looking for, I'm looking for the tone in my mind. Because someone's gonna click on this and it's gonna be like, this reads like a Wikipedia page. Why is that the case? I might even do the thing where like the text is underlined and blue as well. I feel like that would be like really funny. Cassandra Baker. Again, I feel like this feels good. Their first games were made on open source engines and released for free on the internet. earning. Although these forays, oh my god, into game development earned them few fans and even less income. No, you can tell that's me writing. No person on Wikipedia would write like this. Your first games were made on open source engines. Does anyone care? What about like their first breakaway? Breakaway? Takeaway? Breakaway? Their first... All three met in college. I would love if like literally the second page in the story description is like, by the way, they're all dating. They're a polycule, by the way. They all three met in college. I might actually put the polycule in the descriptions, like literally like polyamor, like just mention it in their bios like they would on social media. All three met in college. All three met in college. First games were made on open source engines. Although their first games from the very first game they released, they captivated audience. Yo, hi Cade!
Hey, bud.
How you doing? From their very first games, they captivated audiences. Should also be attacks, by the way. I want to write spooky because I'm doing I'm brainstorming the description for the book. Since I have to wait on a little bit of art. By the way, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna grab my iPad and I'm not gonna plug it in. I'm gonna look at the cover. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. You guys don't even know. Oh, the cover's gonna look so good. You guys don't even know. I'm doing something different than what we were doing. It's just slightly different, just a little pinch different. It's so good. I'm excited to show you guys the cover. I think we might literally work on it tomorrow, actually. So get excited. And Gates says I'm visiting on my 30. Aw, thank you for visiting on your 30. Damn, I didn't know Kate was that old. That's a joke. Kate, I'm sorry. Kate, don't go away. Kate, please. Please, Kate, come back. Anyways, so I'm thinking I would love the idea that the store page has you know, it says new game. I want to make it like a little like GIF or something, right? New game, and it gives you like a Wikipedia style description for the Starling Games. Starling Games is an independent game studio founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. From their very first indie... No. Although their first game sold only a handful. No. No, I want to say something about like... So, okay, so Maxi, you know what? So, this always happens to me when I'm writing a description. So here's what happens, okay? Just make a list of what you want to say. My wife is here! Hi, wifey! Hello, love, how you doing? Kitty, we applied all the notes. And now I'm brainstorming what the store page is gonna look. I was thinking, Kitty, okay, what if, like, imagine, like, the main store page description. It opens, again, like, you know, a little banner that says new game. And it opens with, like, a Wikipedia-style description of Starling Games, followed by the profiles of the developers. To make it feel a little bit like on fiction. I feel like that would really, really work. So what do I want to say? What do I want to say? Their first games sold nothing. I also want to say that they met in college, and dropped out. Their games are dark and fucked up. But they've earned a large following. Having earned Game of the Year for King Lear, people are excited to see what they make next. And then we do the story. Okay, we do the descriptions. There we go. I feel like that would work. And again, like I'm literally looking at the Stardew Valley store page, and I'm like, I want to like make it look like that. I guess they're not actually underlined, huh? Okay, so not underlined. So I want it to look like a Wikipedia page. I feel like that would work. Starling Games is an independent game studio founded by Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. The three met in college, and subsequently, and what is the word that I'm thinking of? Subsequently? Subsequently? What is the word that I'm thinking of? What is this word in the back of my... Subsequently, thank you! Oh my god. This is why my wife is literally the best in the whole world. This is my wife is great and I'm gay.
Dude, that's gay.
And subsequently, dropped out to make games together. Yo, hell yeah, Dale. Right? Meanwhile, I'm just like, damn, good question. and subsequently dropped out to make games together. The three met in college and subsequently dropped out to make games together. With each member filling out an important role. Adrian, writing and coding. Evangeline, making the art. And Cassandra. Kitty says, huh? Anyway, today's been crazy at work. We shaved the whole dog? Huh? And Cassandra. Bald? I wonder if I should say their name. It's an indie game studio. Ooh, should I say Starling Games was an indie game studio? Ah, shit. Kitty, immediately tell me. Is or was? Wouldn't it be fucked up if I say was an independent game studio? Wouldn't that be fucked up, Kitty? Starling Games was an independent game studio. Ah, let's go. Kitty says was, okay. Starling Games was an independent game studio. It was founded by 3 college classmates who subsequently agreed to drop out together and make games. Together. Each together. Adrian Starling was the lead writer and coder? No. Adrian Starling. It was funded by 3 college classmates who subsequently agreed to drop out and make games together. They were Adrian Starling, writing and code. Evangeline Sylvia, art. And Cassandra Baker, music and sound design. They were Adrian Starling, Evangeline Sylvia, and Cassandra Baker. The first. So we got they made in college and they dropped out. Their first game. Oh yeah, okay. Their first game sold nothing. Okay. Not from humble beginnings. Is it Sylvia or Silva? I thought it was Sylvia. Fuck. Let me look that up. Imagine in Sylvia. It's not Silva. No, it's not. No, it's Sylvia. I like see Dale's got me. Dale says Sylvia like the Nissan sports car. There you go. Is that what we call Evangeline Sylvia? By the way, Kitty, fun fact. I looked it up. Beyond the Pale is also a saying. So we were arguing, we didn't argue about this, but Beyond the Veil and Beyond the Veil and the Pale are both phrases. Beyond the Veil is to be in the unknown space between life and death. Beyond the Pale is to do something outside of what's normally accepted. Basically, there you go. Beyond the Pale and Beyond the Veil. These are, in fact, two things. I looked it up. You were still correct, but I wanted to tell you that because I thought that was funny. Music and sound design. The first games, although their first games earned them few fans and hardly. Oh my god, really? Kate says, I thought that was something Disco Elysium made up. No, it's a phrase. Although their first games earned them little recognition. The studio earned massive fame with the release of their breakaway hit, King Lear. Their breakaway hit, King Lear. A retelling? No. I sang half the notes to the Final Fantasy victory theme. The studio earned massive success with the release of their breakaway hit, King Lear. This should you mention that their games were inspired by Shakespeare? I think I've been thinking about it, but I wonder if it sounds pretentious. Like, I meant it to be a thing that, like, of course, it's because they're fucking gay, but also, like, I wonder if it sounds pretentious. You know what? The studio started out making Shakespeare inspired retelling. No, Shakespeare retellings. Making retellings and reimaginings. Imaginings. Of Shakespeare plays. You know what? We can drop it in just as we tell them that they made no money of them. Though they didn't find success. Though their first attempt. Oh, there you go. Of classic. Thank you, Kitty. Though their first attempt Now, okay, so so it's okay when your wifey tells you what to write, huh, Maxi? Well, the difference is that that's my editor right there, and if my editor says something, I do it. The studio started out making retellings and reimaginings. Just reimaginings, I think, is better than retellings. I mean, reimaginings of classic Shakespeare plays, though. It wasn't until earning fans and detractors along the way. This all came to a head with the release of their massive breakaway hit, King Lear. King Lear, which skyrocketed them to freaking, what do you call it when normal people know about you? What do you call it when normal people know about you? Like pop cultureness? No, what do you call it? What do you call it when the average person knows about your existence? This all came to a head with the release of their. Also, technically, Ravaged and Jagged was what helped them. Notoriety helped them score the big hit to King Lear. Okay, like, yes, that is true, but I can't give them bit by bit. Oh, what I want to say is they make this kind of games. I guess I should also clarify that like they're very gruesome though, huh? I was gonna get there, like, earning fans and detractors along the way. Earning fans and detractors along the way, thanks to the game's unique, blue text is coming, unique blend of horror, of horror and fantastical imagery, of blend of horror, gore, a horror violence, and fantastical imagery. The studio started out making reimaginings of classic Shakespeare plays, earning fans and detractors along the way, thanks to their game's unique blend of horror, violence, and fantastical imagery. Loved and hated by many. I need to mention that King Lear became Game of the Year, and that's literally like it. It would be funny if like it ends with like fans eagerly await the release of their next game, even though it clearly says it was. I don't know if that's inconsistency. Fans eagerly awaited for their follow-up. Starling Games follow-up to King Lear. I wonder if I would want it to be. This is bothering me. Thankfully, I'm gonna have Kitty read through all of this. Thank God. I wonder if I want to just to fit on the whole it's Wikipedia bit. If I wanted to just be like Shakespeare plays. I'm thinking about it. Starling Games was an independent game studio. It was founded by 3 college classmates who subsequently agreed to drop out and make games together. They were Adrian Starling, writing and coding. You could say something like their next release, a reimagining of blah 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 blah, releasing shortly after King Lear. Okay. I wonder if I should mention the release on Nintendo consoles. I feel like mentioning that will make it feel more real. Fans eagerly await their next game, which they have hinted will be a retelling of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. Yeah, don't worry, I remembered. Which early trailers hinted will be a retelling of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. So that's how they do, Maxi. They misspelled the name of the books. Okay, shut the hell up, okay? Maxi, that's not how you spell King Lear. Okay, you don't understand. You don't understand art, okay? Testicle imagery. I want to be like a large group of detractors. The studio earned. Well, R&J is very different than that. I mean, like, that is true. Fans eagerly await their next game, which early trailers hinted at being a retelling of Shakespeare. Am I gonna have the little, like, question mark of, like, who added this quote here? Format, text. Can you do superscript, please? Yes! Oh my god, I love that. You have a controversy section? I don't know about that. I'm not 100% sure about controversy section. I love this though, oh my god. Which early trailers hinted would be a retelling of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. A reimagining of Twelfth Night. I love a good Wikipedia controversy section. I know, it's good, it's good. The success of their breakaway hit King Lear and re-release of their back catalog on Nintendo consoles. Ooh. I want to mention the game of the year though. I like what I'm doing here. Brought Starlink games to the mainstream. That's what I was looking for. Okay. The studio started out making new imaginings of classic Shakespeare plays, earning fans and detractors along the way, thanks to their game's unique blend of horror, violence, and fantastical imagery. Horror, tragedy, and fantastical imagery. Starling Games. You can imagine Normus finding King Lear and being like, oh, this seems fun. Yeah, 100%. Starling Games entered the mainstream after the success of King Lear, which earned what's a stupid number of awards? I really shouldn't just call it the Game Awards. I don't feel like I am saying Nintendo, huh? Starling Games entered the mainstream after the success of King Lear. Starling Games entered the mainstream after the success. Last of Us earned a stupid amount. Let's see how many of The Last of Us earned. Let's go with Last of Us Part 1. How many awards did it earn? Reception? How many awards? Oh my god. I just want a number. Okay. How many awards did The Last of Us Part 1 get? 48 wins and 21 nominations. Then someone else says 10 nominations and 5 awards. So I don't know who to trust anymore. Starling Games entered the mainstream after the success of King Lear. King Lear, which earned Game of the Year. It's way more, I think. Yeah, I didn't like either answer. Which earned Game of the Year. Starling Games entered the mainstream after the success of King Lear, of their latest release, of their latest game, King Lear, which earned Game of the Year awards all from various venues? No, from various which earned several which earned. I mean, I feel like the fact that they gave it, I wonder if, because in the book we make a big deal about them earning 1, and I feel like it's the thing, like after they got 1, I feel like people followed suit, you know, after they got the game awards nomination. I feel like, and victory, I feel like at that point it's just normal for them to get it. You know, it became like a I'm thinking how many people gave it Game of the Year, yeah. This is the latest game, King Lear, which earned several Game of the Year awards. Although the studio's history has been fraught with controversies, especially regarding 500? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Game of the Years. Although the studio's history has been fraught with controversies, especially the amount of violence in their games. We will be doing dailies in a minute. I just want to finish this, by the way. Although the studio's history has been fraught with controversies, especially regarding the violence in their games, the future looks bright. Fans, I think it has to be though. I think it has to be otherwise it makes no sense. I'm gonna highlight this and I'm gonna just let Kitty decide. Okay, the studio started out making this is so fucking big, by the way. He says make it then? Okay, thank God. How many words is this? This is like 129. That's not bad. It's too much writing. You're like, Maxi, that's good. That's not even, you haven't even started writing the description. Yeah, that's too much. We have to change this. We'll probably cut it up tons. But hey, look at that. So, they met in college. Their first games were bad. Their games are fucked up. They have a large following. And people are excited to see what they make next. Look, we followed the steps of what we wanted to do and we did it. Let's go. And now, I am going to call it here, I think. I think so. I think I'll keep working. I mean, I gotta work on the art first. I gotta work on the art first. Again, you know, we have a little path to success here. Okay, we have basically been designing the store pitch. I think we can check this box right here. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm gonna work on the Starling Games stuff as well. I'm thinking like through the little descriptions. I think it's gonna look really cute. I know this looks like it's gonna be a lot of text, but that's because I made the text really big so we could read it. Again, it's gonna be like this small on the store page, and that's still. It looks big. It looks way too chunky. Like I can imagine someone's eyes glazing over because it's a lot of text. So we're gonna figure out how we do this. This is how we do this. But other than that, that's it, fellas. Thank you for joining me for the creative part of the stream. Bingo! And now, let me really quickly just put on Lo-Fi Leah back on and turn the AC on. Man, it's warm in here. I do want to say, by the way, if you're excited to see me keep working on this book, guess what? That's the whole week, buddy. Tomorrow we're gonna do art. We're gonna do the cover, finish the cover, and make art assets. Maybe you can help me come up with what the little profile images should be for every member of Starling Games. Wouldn't that be nice? And then Wednesday, probably more art and making the website. And on Thursday, we put everything together and we press the big red button that says publish. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But for now, we're done. Let's do dailies. Welcome to dailies, the segment of the stream where I do the games you can only play today. I do want to say, by the way, before I go anywhere, if you enjoy the stream, please consider leaving a like. It actually helps a lot. And if you haven't already, consider supporting me by going to YouTube. To coffee.com/mkirin. Top left corner of the screen, right this away, literally like right here. Your support means a lot, so please consider supporting me. And that's it. All right, dailies, fellas. So welcome to Wordle, where we do 4 Wordles at once because it's the only way I can feel anything anymore. I'm thinking, open me with Rogue. Hit me with Rogue. Ooh, ew. Okay. So what is this then? I don't think it might be. No, Gouge. It's Gouge for sure. Bingo. Good call, Dale. Good call, Kitty. Let me follow with Saturn since it's gonna scout a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 letters over here. R-A-O-G. Ragu? No. Gargo? Cargo! Bingo! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're gonna have to get up way earlier in the morning to catch me with one of those, bozo. Alright, so what else do we have? Let's scout for Blimp, since it covers a bunch of ground. Gargo. How dare you? Escargot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 letters up here. That's more than enough. So. Ooh! It's Giggle. No. Okay, no, there's not 2 G's. There's only 1 G. I know there's only 1 G because if... Actually, do I know if there's more than 1 G? I guess I'm not sure. Oh, it's Liege. Never mind. The word is Liege, by the way. Bingo! Wow, I'm on fire today. And what's left? This is gonna be a... Is it just... It's not Cammy. Damn? No. What is this? It's probably gonna be a... It's not Cammy. I guess it has to be, Marcy? Oh, oh no, Ronnie? Said Marcy? No. Maxi? What is this? Unless it's Amcy. Camcy, Hamcy, Damcy, Fam. No, there's no M. Camcy, Hamcy, Famcy. Then what if it isn't What if it is? Well, it can't be this. Then what if it is like this? Like, what if it is like? We gotta scout. We gotta scout. We're going in circles over here, fellas. My call? Ah! Bingo! Alright, point goes to Dale for that. I'm happy. Thank you for saving me. I would have never guessed that. Welcome to Guess the Game, where we guess the game by guessing the game. I'm gonna look at a game and then guess what game that is. This is a PS2 texture, isn't it? The geometry looks like PS2. This is gonna be Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my god! It's Knights of the Old Republic 2. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right! That's right, I still got it! Bingo! You think? I didn't look at this rim lighting and I thought that's definitely Knights of the Old Republic. You think I wouldn't look at this vent and know that that vent is in space? Dude, I would have known from that mouse pointer. Dude, I'm good. I'm good. Fellas, we have a lot to catch up to, so let's go. Okay, first off, this is Doom. This is just Doom, by the way. This is just Doom. It's just Doom, man. It's not Doom? Release too old. Is it Quake? DOS and PC. What is this? Oh, it's Duke Nukem. Oh, damn it. It's Duke Nukem 3D. It's not Duke Nukem. It's an FPS. What is this? It's not Doom, it's Damn. What are you? You're a little ship? You know what? Send me. I don't know what this is. This is not fellas, is it? It's called Descent. Yeah, Descent into freaking madness. Learn to guess what the hell that is. Alright, next up. Is that Flow? No. This is the Family Guy, the video game. This is Xbox Series, Switch, PS, Xbox One, PS5, PC, PS4. I have no idea who you are. I have never seen you in my life. It's been a long while since I've seen rendering like that. Cuphead. This is not Cuphead. It is not Dungeons of Hinterberg. Nope. Hey Lois, I'm in a video game. It's freaking sweet. Platformer, side view platform. It's sports? Caravan sandwich? Have a letter my grandpa sent to the depths of Duke Nukem saying how outraged he was by the vulgarity of the game and would continue being outraged until they sent him cheat codes. Yes! Ah! Hold up, everybody shut up. I have to quote Chippy saying that. Chippy, you're incredible. Oh my god. Oh, it's too long! It's too long, I'm gonna just do chips. Oh, it's too long! There you go. It's so long. The quote is almost too long, Chippy. I don't know what this is, by the way. Oh, it's Ollie Ollie World. Oh, of course. Classic. Alright. This is a goddamn Mario game. This is a Mario game. This is a Mario game. This is New Super Mario Brothers U. Oh my god. You look like ass. It's Super Paper Mario? Holy crap, my wife has got it. Bingo! Actually, I should actually look at more screenshots than one. Okay. This checks out, thank you. Oh, wow, thank you for... That's someone pissing. Is this... Is this... So this is either Postal or this is Death Stranding. Okay, it's Postal 3. This is pissing on the grass simulator. Okay, it's dude, it's a new game. What is this? That is piss. Action simulation shooter survival. It's probably Palo World. Stinky. Stinky. Ew. Gross. Get out of my face, you big disgrace. What is this? This looks like Warcraft, but this is not Warcraft 3? This looks way too high def. Is this... This is not Dungeon Siege, is it? No. Oh, it's League of Legends, isn't it? That looks like League of Legends. It's not League of Legends. Chippy says it reminds me of that TikTok Kendra sent us forever ago. Who are you? Oh no, it's Roger. This is some fucking tactical game for the PSP. Oh no, it's gonna be like... No, it's gonna be like Joan of Arc Tactics. It's Joan d'Arc. Yeah!
Mission.
Okay, let me explain to you, okay? So, there were like 3 tactics games on the PSP. Tactics, Fantasy Tactics, all the Disgaeas, and then there was Joan d'Arc. And somehow this just lived rent-free in my brain. Welcome to I'm a Genius, baby. This is that Sonic... No, it's that Sonic game where you're in a tunnel. It's Sonic 3D. Sonic 2. Sonic 2 says Dale. It is in fact Sonic the Dose. And I'm like, yep, that's just Sonic, baby. What is this? WGBS. World Great Bullshit. That looks like it's supposed to be Seattle? Is this Mario Kart? I don't think so. That fist looks a little bit too, like, threatening. Detroit, I don't think it's... It could be... You know, let's try Detroit. I don't think it's Detroit Become All Human, but let's send it. Tropoloco? Metropolis? Wait, this is the art. Oh my god, it's the fucking Gotham Knights. It's not PC. This is new. This is a new game. Oh, then this must be Suicide Squad. There you go. Bingo. Yeah, I knew from this. Metropolis? What's a game? Tropoco? Yeah, okay. I'm like, a new game that did badly. Okay, you mean Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League? Here's a little tip, okay? Don't make games as a service anymore. Turns out they're not good. By the way, you know, by the way, Kitty, can I get permission, by the way, Kitty? Can I get permission to purchase Slay the Princess, by the way? Can I get permission to purchase Slay the Princess on the PS5, please? Permission from my wife to buy... Ronnie says yes, but I'm not Kitty. Hell yeah, okay, good. Maxi, how's that related to what we're talking about? It wasn't. I just wanted to talk about that. Now, what game is this? This is Leisure Suit Larry. This is, it's not. What is this? This is NES. Is it Dawson Amiga? What is it? Is this Manic Mansion? This is not Mother. Manic Mansion 2, They Are the Technical? It scored 32 out of 245? What is this, King's Quest? King's Quest 1. It's Police Quest, god damn it. God damn it. Police Quest in Pursuit of the Death Angel, wow. Yep, Sierra did in fact make a game like King's Quest, but they made it about cops, which I have to say, kind of a bad vibe. Anyways, last one we haven't played. I can't see, Your Honor. Is this GoldenEye? Is this GoldenEye? Is this GoldenEye for the N64? Golden Balls. It's not. This is N64 rendering, fellas. That or PS2. Sims 3 is not the Sims 3. That's... Is this Halo? The evil with low night vision. How dare you? Green dots on the radar are your friends. It's on the Xbox. This is Halo. Is it Halo? It could be Halo Combat Evolved. Oh my god, who are you? Oh my god, I've never seen your face in my entire life. Oh my god. Who are you? Who are you? Who is this blue man? Cutter Ammo is Fool, by the way. 2003, I was too busy playing World of Warcraft to care. Fellas, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna type Alpha Protocol and call it a day. It was brute force. Boring. Welcome to Pokedoku, where I do the Sudoku backwards, but it's Pokemon. So we have Unova, Dark, and Dual type. First, middle, and final evolution. Okay, so this is not that bad. So let's start with Unova, which is the hardest. So well, we really only need a third stage for the last one. Unova is fucking America, right? It's America. Final stage Pokemon from Unova. I'm trying to think of a three stager. Isn't? No. Oh, that's true. You only need a middle stager for the middle one. Kid so correct, actually. Okay, what's a middle stager Pokemon? I mean, I guess we can just literally go with, you know, no, it's not Emboar. Oh, it's not Tepig. What's the middle No. It's the what? What's the middle one? Alright, so first in the evolutionary line in Unova. Just give me like a baby Maxi. Maxi, just name a single infant Maxi. What about Sandile? And what about Crocodile? There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, a first in an evolutionary line that is Dark type. You know what? Nobody ever remembers this Pokemon. And also, I'm actually forgetting his name right now. Hold up. It's coming up. It's coming up. I'm thinking of the Poke Rap for Houndoom. Houndour! Okay. Final evolution. Houndoom, baby! Now, a middle evolution Dark Pokemon. I'm thinking... Dark middle evolution. Wait, Dark middle evolution. Hold up, there's no Dark starter. Never mind. Dark middle evolution. Dark middle evolution. I mean, I guess Sundial has a middle. I mean, I guess. Ah. Kitty is right. Shoutouts to wife. Bingo! So, dual type first in an evolutionary line. Baby, that's Bulbasaur, baby. That's Bulbasaur. Just put Bulbasaur in there. Just put the Bulbasaur in the bag, Kaiba. Just put the Bulbasaur in the bag. Middle evolution, freaking Haunter. And final evolution Pokemon. Dude, are you ready for a final? Are you ready? Here we go, okay? Fucking Snorlax. Huh? Okay. Hold up. Could somebody explain to me why Snorlax doesn't count as a final evolution? Oh, it's not dual type. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what? I deserve that. Turns out I stopped reading Your Honor. I meant to type beware. I didn't read the question. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't read the question. By the way, in case you're wondering, Maxi, are we going a little bit over 2 p.m.? Probably. Now, welcome to Game Doll, where we guess games by guessing the game Can I guess a game by guessing the covers of the game? Is this Shadow Hearts? This looks way too good for Shadow Hearts. But let's put Shadow Hearts in here. Shadow Hearts is not even on here. Okay. This looks way too good. That's a gun. Is this? Oh my god. Game, RPG with guns, Wild Arms. Wild Arms is not on here. Okay. Hit me with the skip. Is this Baten Kaitos 2? This is not Baten Kaitos 1. Who's this bozo? Oh, is it One Punch Man? It's One Punch Man, isn't it? No. Who's this bozo? Wait, isn't this a PS2 game? It's a PS2 game you play as a wizard man. There's a tower back there. Is this a 90s ass design? Is this a fighting game? I don't think so. It's just a guy holding 2 balls, which I mean, like, yeah, so what? Most mask presenting people can hold at least 2 balls. You know what? Oh, it's Fable 2? it's Fable the Journey. Okay. It's the Kinect game. It's the Kinect Fable game, which was bad. I want you to guess why it was bad. That's right. It's because it was on the Kinect. Here's art for a game. This is Sam and Elliot. This is Serious Sam 2. Yep. Look at this absolute, oh my god. Look how, can we just take a second, by the way? Can we please? Two things. One, when I'm holding it like this, it looks like he has a big head and little arms, by the way. Secondly, can we please just appreciate the distance between his bottom lip and the bottom of his chin? Ooh! This is a thing that you notice when you do art, by the way. Look at the space between the bottom of his lip and at the bottom of his chin. That is the distance between, like, his hairline to his mouth. Half of this guy's face is just chin. He also kind of looks like he's doing, like, the cat girl mouth. He's gonna the cat girl mouth, you know, it's gonna go like Anyways, it was Serious Sam, by the way. Can I guess a game by getting intros? OG, Retro, and Helldog? What do you mean Helldog? Motorcycle Traffic Takedowns. Traffic? Is this GTA? Is this the original Grand Theft Auto? Nitro Boost Arcade Style Police Chase? Road Rash. Holy crap! Bingo! Dale, you're incredible. I'm happy that Gale is here to answer all the racing game prompts, because I could never. Welcome to Guess the Game, where we guess the game by guessing the game. Can I just guess the game by guessing the game by using games? Mighty number 9. I always open with Mighty number 9. because it makes me laugh. It's a science fiction game after 2016, so it's after Overwatch. It could be The Search. It's not Unreal Engine. It only does some of these. It could be. Guess this fast because I got it in 2 minutes. Okay. I'm thinking The Search. Oh. Okay. Here you go, kitty. I did it. Bingo. There you go. It's The Search too. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mission complete.
Can I go from The Shining to I Know What You Did Last Summer? Probably. Oh, Shelley Duvall! Love her. I mean, like, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Who else is in here that I know? No one else. So, the Scooby-Doo movies. We have the Scooby-Doo movies. Can we get to Lost in Translation somehow? Take care, kitty. Have a lovely rest of your day. Love you. Okay. Can I do... Oh. Well, he's been on SNL. Okay, well, that helps a lot. Okay, in that case, what have you been in, Sarah Michelle Gellar, that I haven't seen in a while? Anger Management? I mean, I could go to Anger Management. That opens the Adam Sandler verse, for sure. I think my issue is that I need to know what the hell Sarah Michelle Gellar has been in. Okay. TMNT? Okay. She wasn't TMNT. She wasn't the she wasn't the Grunch. The Grutch. The Grunch? Oh my gosh, she wasn't the best. Oh, okay. Okay, welcome, by the way. His name is Jack Nicholson, Shining. Okay, alright. See, I feel like someone has to be like, Maxi, you shouldn't be allowed to, like, some people are not allowed to go through Marvel. I shouldn't be allowed to go through SNL. SNL is like the nexus that connects all movies. Alright, fellas, thank you for joining me. It is 2 p.m. on the dot. I want to say once again, if you haven't already, please consider leaving a like on the video and leave a comment when the VOD goes up. Literally, just leave the video open and then refresh it and leave a comment later. That's what I do for all the streams that I leave comments on. That being said, thank you for joining me. Remember that I will be back tomorrow making art for my book. It is releasing this Thursday. Please get excited. I have a big surprise for that day. You're not ready for what it's going to be, but I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Beep boop. You have unlocked the secret ending of the stream. Hello, welcome to the secret ending. I'm excited. It's been a long time since I did a Monday stream. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. I really love doing these work streams. Like, I really do. They keep me really productive, and I'm excited to get back to work tomorrow. So, again, thank you for joining me. And you made it all the way to the end. Leave a bus emoji in your comment, and then people will know that you made it all the way to the end. Anyways, take care. Bye bye. Beep boop.